Okay, welcome back. We now can update you on the situation with that missing young boy out of Prattville. Here is his picture. This is 8-year-old Avery Williams. As we have mentioned, he was last seen earlier today around the Candlestick Park area there in Prattville. Last seen wearing an orange shirt and cameo pants. Now, Avery has apparently run away before. They were thinking he might return home this time, but he has not. And he's been missing now for several hours. Aaliyah has now issued a missing child alert for this young boy in the Prattville area. So keep your eyes open. We'll of course have this on our social media. You can share it there if you would like to help kind of spread the word on this missing boy. 8-year-old Avery Williams, last seen around Candlestick Park. We'll of course keep an eye on this situation and update you with any new information.
Now, WSFA 12 Sports with Maria Martin.
34 days away from college football kickoff marks the beginning of fall practice for the Troy Trojans. A night practice to start the quest for a Sun Belt title and our first glimpse at returning starting quarterback Brandon Silver since last season. Joining me now is WSFA 12 sports reporter and of course Troy guru Justin McNally. Hey Justin, how was the first day of practice?
Hey Maria, the first day of practice actually went really well for the Troy Trojans. They wrapped up probably about 15 minutes ago on the practice fields right behind Veterans Memorial Stadium. And one thing is for sure, these players are glad to be back. It's been over 3 months since we last saw the Trojans on the field, but that ended tonight with the Trojans kicking off fall camp under third-year head coach Neal Brown. The Trojans reported back to campus today, so Brown thought, hey, why not go ahead and get a practice in? We saw Brandon Silver's back for the first time since winning the Dollar General Bowl all the way back in December of last year. And I know he was excited to actually be able to throw a real ball around at practice today instead of the Nerf ball he had to throw around during the spring. Probably the most excited person to be back on the field today, well, that was probably Coach Brown himself.
When you get into this profession, you get in it to coach people on the grass, and this is one time of the year where we don't have any distractions, whether it's recruiting, whether it's being in school, any of those types. This is football. You know, I tell these guys they want to be NFL players. This is their life. So the next 2.5 weeks, this is the life of an NFL player. So it's fun. I enjoy it, man. I like this a lot better than making schedules and stuff like that, I can promise you.
Man, it's hard to wrap your head around the fact that football season is now just right around the corner. It feels like the 2016 season just ended, but here we are now just a few weeks away from the start of the 2017 season. The Trojans will be back right back out here again tomorrow morning for practice number 2, and I'll be back out here again with them, bringing you all the latest from Trojan territory. Maria.
Thanks a lot, Justin. Go get some sleep, okay? Chasing a Sun Belt championship is, of course, no rest for the weary. As Justin mentioned, the Trojans are back bright and early tomorrow morning at 10:30. Faulkner has their guys reporting to campus today as well. Head coach Charlie Warren was beyond pleased with what he saw, chomping at the bit to get more glimpses of Jarrett Stidham and where new offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey will decide where he belongs. Several other questions loom if the Tigers want to become national championship contenders again. Of course, that was a topic of conversation at the SEC Media Days. 2 areas of focus will be the pass rush and who will emerge as a predominant receiver for the Tigers. Practice gets going tomorrow with the 12 sports team there with all your coverage. Of course, now that we've talked Troy, Faulkner, and Auburn, when do our other area colleges report? The Crimson Tide, they get back to the practice fields on Thursday. Brian Jenkins and the Hornets, Alabama State, they're back in action Friday morning. And last but not least, Huntington gets going a week from Wednesday on August 9th. You keep it right here on WSFA 12 Sports for reports and details from all your favorite teams during fall camp. Coming up in Sports Extra, the Biscuits are back in town facing top-ranked Chattanooga. Plus, WSFA is your home to Atlanta Falcons preseason football. Hear what's up with Julio Jones coming up next.